All right, I already did a video today. It was a pretty long one, and an interesting one. I went to my local LCS, held $36,000 worth of gold in my hand, but I got some mail too. So I started to open this. I'm like, oh, maybe you'll get maybe or watching a video of me getting a live reaction on opening up a silver roll. So cool story on this one. This particular guy on eBay just listed the item. It's a roll of silver quarters, and he had it listed for like 210. I'm like, hey man, we take 185, so $18.50 or 18.5 face value. And he said yes. And that's cool because I used a credit card or PayPal, and that included shipping. So for 185 bucks, I got a roll of quarters. So I started opening this, and I'm like, I'm gonna open this up and let's get a live reaction. So I'm not expecting this to be awesome like the AppMex roll that I got for 100 and whatever 80 bucks a couple months back. But when you're when you're buying from private sellers, not a big professional retailer, is that a good thing? Like, does that mean, this guy knew what he was doing and it's just going to be a bunch of true junk? Or maybe, like, this guy really doesn't sell stuff on eBay either. Like, you can tell he's kind of like a newer seller. I mean, he sells stuff. I think he's like mainly sells like other stuff or like antiques. So like the mystery is, okay, someone wrote this in pen, but like, was that the actual seller? But it looks to me like this guy like goes to estate sales, which can be exciting or can be completely picked through, and this guy knows what he's doing. So the picture of the roll, I think it was just like this. First of all, this is not a bankroll. This is like the rolls you can pick up at Walmart. So, and it's done pretty bad. So first, let's make sure we have 40 quarters, all right? So let me zoom out so you guys don't get dizzy. So again, I don't know what to expect. And I honestly would say this is probably the third quarter silver roll that I've ever purchased. You know what? I think this might be my, I don't know. This might be my third, or this might even be my second. Like, I bought mint CeeLo rolls, which is not really a roll. It's just like 40 quarters that are all come in the CeeLo packs that they cut from the U.S. Mint from older proof sets. And then I bought a gem proof BU roll. That's all the modern 90% silver. So here are the quarters. They're definitely none of them look VU, but they look to me. So one of the first things I look at to see if these were picked through or if this was all from original is you want to look at the patina on the rims. So let me zoom in a little bit. This is kind of where you can tell, like, has this been picked through or is this all from original? So these are kind of all differently toned. So to put it in perspective, I've opened like original bankrolls and all the rims or the edges look the same. They tend to all look like really dirty and crappy. And then like you look at the obverse and reverse of the coin and they're just BU like smoke time. Sometimes they have like little dots from like mold if it was not stored properly, or toning from the paper itself. So this looks like it might not be that exciting, but let's see. That one looks really old. So we'll split these off. We'll just do it this way. And we'll start with the side that was showing. So regular 64, 1952. And the quarters that are really worth money besides like error ones are like the older ones. 1932, I think, is the first year the quarter. The Washington quarter came out. So these are all going to be 90% silver. And at my coin shop today, they were paying $4 per silver quarter, which is 16 times face. That's what a local coin shop is paying for them from you if you bring them in to sell that to them. I bought this on eBay for 18.5 times face. 62. So the last time I did this, the Atmix roll was really good because it had a lot of 30s quarters in it, and most of the 64s were BU. Like, they look better than this one in my hands here. So again, here's a 1945. So cool. Think about that. Like, dude, this thing was minted when we were in a complete World War II. Love the history. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Stay healthy during the holidays. I know it's real easy to eat really bad and then feel like crap afterwards. But I'm looking forward to seeing family, getting all my kids home, all my 3 daughters. And the other thing too is like the state of the coin industry or numismatics is this is the slow time of the year. So when people are sleeping or when people need money because there's a recession going on, this is the time to be buying if you have disposable income to do so. And even if you don't have extra money to play around with, you can always sell some of your collection and get something else, especially stuff in your collection that you don't care about. But I get it. Like some people are totally against that. They're just into stacking and like, I'll never sell. Well, dude, that's fine, but that's not really reality. Things happen. You could be the healthiest dude around and all of a sudden you're like self-employed and something happens health-wise and you've got to start liquidating to pay for bills. You could be out hunting and something happens to you, or you can be out ATVing or snowmobiling in the middle of nowhere and you can get really hurt and the hospital's super far away and they have to lift you in a helicopter, and that helicopter ride would cost easily $15,000. And if you do have medical insurance does not cover ambulance rides typically, let alone airlifting from a helicopter. So don't ever say you'll never sell any of your stack, because this again is money. Money is to be used when you need it. But if you do, look at how big this 60s stack is getting. So we got 40s and 50s. And here's some 50D. So nothing special. That's pretty nice. 64. Yeah, it's AU-ish. AU60 coins, though, don't sell. The 40s might, if I put a bundle of the 40s together. I love that sound, too. Here, listen to the sound. Love the sound of silver. There's 64. 1960. Another 64. So the 64s are pretty common to find. I think a lot of people back then said, "Ooh, what do we have here?" So that was the really worn one. Remember from the looking at the rims, like, dude, what is this? Well, this is what we call, ladies and gentlemen, a no date standing liberty and no mint mark. Pretty cool. That's old. It's so funny. I was just like in the middle of a sentence. I'm like, but see how thin this feels? So I don't like numismatically or collectability, like it's cool because it's a standing liberty, but it also has no date. So let's see what this weighs gram wise. 5.8 grams. And then let's grab the nicer 64. 6.3. So dude, that's like a half a gram of lost silver, but definitely makes up for it with its coolness factor. All right, well, wasn't expecting that. Like, here we go. He's got a random thing, just a nice normal video of stacking silver, and then out pops the Standing Liberty. It's too funny. Very funny stuff. All right, let's see what else we got. That was like totally random, like just in the middle of nowhere. Like, what was that doing there? It's like in the middle of some 64s. That's too funny. Here's a 57. So nothing too special. No 30s in here. As I say, no 30s. Here's a 1939. That's funny. Well, I don't know. Is a 39 worth anything? Guys, I'm so bad with dates with these things. That's why we have good old Red Book. Well, let's look at the last one here. Is this anything special? No, it's a 64. So coolest finds in here besides the Standing Liberty is the 1939 quarter there in the bottom of your screen. So let's take a look. So yes, everyone has internet, and I could easily just, look up a 1939 quarter, but I forgot what company gave me a Red Book. I might have purchased a graded silver something, and it came with a Red Book. Or I might have just bought a Red Book on eBay, and then I know I sold my older one. So here are the quarters. So really, like, the ones that are worth some dough are the ones in the early 30s. So, like $8. If it's a D mint mark or S mint mark, like, those are worth $105. That would be so cool to find one of those in a roll. Just whatever, even if you could barely make out the date, you're finding a $100 quarter. I guess that's what makes buying rolls exciting. Or like a 1936 Denver for $65. Even these other 30s. But let's check out the 39. That's why we're here, right? Oh, it's a totally regular common one. Look at that. The highest mintage too out of the 30s. 33,540,000. Oh, no, 1936 is higher mintage, 41,300,000. And then 1934 they made a ton, and 1935 they made a ton. So nothing exciting about this, but just for kicks, what's a Standing Liberty? What is a Standing Liberty quarter? Oh man, that's before the barber, right? Oh no, that's Seated Liberty. Dude, learn how to read the Red Book. Okay, so Standing Liberty quarters. Wow, if this was a 1916 with 52,000 mintage, that would be a $3,000 silver quarter in my hand that I would find in a random roll in good condition. Maybe I can see if under a microscope if it was 1916. I highly doubt it. But wouldn't that be funny? Like, I'm literally holding a $3,000 coin in my hand, but because I can't see the date, it's like totally bogus. Yeah, other than that, the regular mint mark ones, which again, this, you can tell it's not a San Francisco or a Denver. The regular mint mark ones, yeah, none of them are really worth anything in the Red Book. All the more expensive ones besides the 1916 are like San Francisco Mint 1923S. Those start at $250. That's too bad. That'd be so cool. Seriously. Look, guys, I found a key date. And again, I'm so dumb when it comes to quarters. I had no idea. Like, check that out. That a 1916 Standing Liberty in good condition is $32.50. Like, totally clueless, man. Sorry, that was blurry. You know what I mean? So it's like, who would have really known, But it could be. It could be. Is that a 16 in there? Let's look, guys. Let's look real close. Can we imagine it saying 1916? I think I see a 6. Do you see the 6? I don't see anything. It's completely gone. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe. If you're buying quarter rolls, try not to pay over 18 times face. So meaning if you get a roll of quarters, which means 40 quarters, silver quarters, try not to pay over 180 bucks. And if you are looking to sell it, the dealers are only paying $4 per quarter, which is $160 for a roll. But if you're buying it for fun to search, I think paying $180 for a roll of quarters is absolutely cool. And unfortunately, in this set, I will not be selling any individually, but it was fun searching, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But I am going to list these separate, get these sold, and I might lot up the 1940s in a set. And the cool thing with eBay is if you keep the quarters or the total under 20 bucks, you can ship for like 81 cents versus $4, which other people don't know about that sell on eBay. So please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. And again, this Wednesday, I've got some cool stuff coming in for the Canadian silver dollars with an awesome key date. And looking forward to getting those in hand and checking out the quality of them. I think that's probably my it's probably my 4th or 5th favorite coin. And it's not a US one, it's from Canada. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Talk to you later.